The final assignment for History 100 World Civ 1 is a written essay. It's due at the end of the course. And in this essay, you really don't need to go think too much outside the box. All you got to do is use your textbook and do a little research on one of the topics listed here, one of these four topics. And you can kind of get inventive. It gives you a little bit of leeway. So don't think, for example, option one, relation between empires, those living under an empire. You don't have to do it on the gladiator Spartacus revolt in the Roman Empire. You can do it on any empire that you've covered in the course. And frankly, you could do it on empires we did not specifically cover in the course, but that's in your textbook, at least within the time period that this class goes over. So basically, anything up to about 1492 or so is an option. The second and third options, those are pretty general, right? Again, women, you can look across cultures for that, and then with Christianity, Islam, you're looking at stuff specifically to those religions, and things like the Crusades and whatnot. And then finally, a little bit of military history with the next question. So again, you basically you don't have to go outside the textbook. That's all you really need to look for this paper. And somewhere between 6 to 7 pages is where you want to aim for overall. About 1,800 words, 1,800 words. I'm okay with around that. By the end of the paper, make sure to kind of post your word account. So I know how much you did. Again, you on those questions, in the instructions are here, Dr. Christian put them here. You don't want to be so general you don't say anything. So if you are going to talk about women and the status in history, probably go in, talk about your introduction will have some kind of like opening statement about women in history, and then you'll have a topic sentence in your introduction that basically says like, I'm going to look at A, B, and C. I look at like women in Chinese culture at this time period. I mean, the next section will be on women in Japanese culture, something like that. So you don't want to be just jumping all over the map where it makes no like logical sense. Just follow the time the rest of the instructions here. It's all you pretty much need to utilize into writing this paper. I think my number one thing, and he writes it here, the number one thing you want to really grasp is you want to make sure that you cite where you're getting the information from. Citations for history is really important because it shows basically where what you're looking at, where you've been. It shows traces. So that's a big thing that I look out for. If you're writing 2 or 3 pages and you have no citations, and I'm fine with footnotes or parenthetical. In fact, I'd probably say go with parenthetical if that's what you're more comfortable with. If you're like, hey, I haven't cited anything on this whole page, you're probably not doing it correctly. So cite often. That's the key to this paper. And frankly, get started as soon as possible. Now that we're moving into basically there's only a few weeks left.